The First SKAVEN Civil War. From 17 to 600 IC. For many years, the Under Empire had been united in one way or form, for none could defy the ruling of the Council of 13 and the innumerable hordes of rat men under their control. However, by the year of 17 IC, rumors began to rise in the West as a growing power began to present itself to the Under Empire once more. Ages ago, during the Great Migration, this power was just one of many clans migrating out of Skaven Blight and making their own domain within the wider world. They had passed beyond the knowledge of the Council. All that was remembered was that they swore they would one day return. The name of the clan had long since been forgotten. The only thing that was certain was that they ventured into the hot, dry deserts of Araby, and there they found it. From below the lands of Araby, the clan found a massive intercontinental tunnel that stretched beneath the great ocean and made its way towards the damp jungle continent of Lustria. From below, the clan arose from under a great temple city deep within the central jungles. There they claimed the city for the glory of the horned rat and fought off and killed the lizardmen armies that tried to reclaim it. But it was not these mighty reptilians that proved the downfall of their clan, but one enemy that no sword nor spear can ever destroy. The dire swamps and jungles of Lustria began to take its toll on the verminous horde, as diseases of many kinds began to sicken and kill the clan from the inside. With only a few hundred of their brethren left, the vermin beg their lord and savior, the horned rat, to deliver them from this nightmare. With their fur soaked in sweat and blood, with boils all around their bodies, their fevered brains were racked by visions called down upon them. It was then that the Skaven knew what they had to do. If they dedicated themselves to the horned rat, they would be spared. If they scoured the Lustrian jungles of the south for victims to be sacrificed, the horned one's hunger would be appeased. If they grew to worship the very diseases that were killing them, they would finally be born anew. And so, from the darkest desperation, the diseased rat men of Clan Pestilence were born to the world, and thus began the rise of Sotek. Following their rebirth, Clan Pestilence grew strong, plundering the ancient archives of the ruined cities of Lustria of arcane secrets long hidden within sealed vaults. They brought back sacrifice after sacrifice for their vile god, bringing to him the blood and body of their reptilian enemies. The clan looked further and further to dedicate themselves more to the essence of corruption itself, for their devotion to their god was unquestioned. However, With the SKAVEN threat becoming far too large to simply ignore, the other temple cities were forced to mobilize their forces and end the clan once and for all. After a great many battles, the SKAVEN armies were pushed back all the way to the ruined city of Quetzal, where there they were encircled by the fully fledged armies of all the temple cities, gathered to finally rid the world of the pestilent threat once and for all. Encircled and isolated, the plague lords of Clan Pestilence were forced to flee the continent. The pestilent host spent an entire decade fighting their way towards the shoreline, and it was from there that they created a fleet of rotting ships to bear them towards the jungles of the Southland. There, the clan was established. Strongholds were built, fortress lairs were raised, and the clan prepared for their confrontation with their brethren in the north. When the emissaries of their clan reached the doorsteps of the council chamber within SKAVENblight, they demanded that they reclaim their rightful place within the Under Empire and proclaim Lord Nurglage as a member of the Council of 13, as was promised to them from the Horned Rat himself. Enraged at this transgression, the Council killed the emissaries and threw their rotting corpses in the outskirts of the Grand City to serve as an example to those that would defy the dominance. In retaliation, Clan Pestilence moved forward with their long-planned counterattack. With the use of biological warfare, the clan devastated whole strongholds of SKAVEN all around the Southlands. One major clan, Clan Murkit, still fought on against the invaders, but Clan Pestilence planned a faster solution and unleashed foul cauldrons filled with warpstone and putrescence upon the network of caverns within Murkit's stronghold, killing the entire clan within a matter of hours. It was said that Lord Murkit and his personal retinue of honor guard were the only survivors of the massacre. With the loss of Clan Murkit, the council responded by amassing several armies of clan rats, supported by the warlock engineers of Clan Squire in their push against Clan Pestilence. Their response was too late, however, for by the time the armies had engaged Clan Pestilence, the remaining southern clans had changed their allegiance to the new, growing power. With their armies bolstered by fresh recruits, Clan Pestilence had the sufficient numbers needed to engage the Under Empire head-on. As the years passed, the war was escalating uncontrollably into a full-fledged SKAVEN civil war, with all armies slaughtering each other for the cause of the ambitious few. The war grew so fierce that it also began to take its toll on the entirety of the Under Empire, both financially, militarily, and politically. So unstable and incompetent were the council at dispatching Clan Pestilence that several other SKAVEN clans revolted against their tyrannical reign, either joining Clan Pestilence's cause or made war for their own personal gains. The civil war dragged on for the better part of 4 centuries as the civil strife killed untold thousands, if not millions of SKAVEN, but neither side could get the other to yield, with the Northern Hemisphere still dominated by the Council of 13, while the Plague Lords controlled the South. Many clans stood apart during the conflict, joining sides with whomever had the upper hand, while others joined the highest bidder. The civil war eventually ground to a stalemate, as neither side could gain a lasting victory over their rivals. For many years afterwards, the council tried and failed time and time again at dispatching the treacherous clan from power, but none could find a particularly good solution at countering Clan Pestilence's use of biological warfare. It was perhaps by the blessings of the Horned Rat that their salvation came not from the south nor the west, but from the east. Just like Clan Pestilence before them, a growing power had also taken the ancient migration of their ancestors and made their way towards the east. And it was there that they did not learn of disease and plagues, but of something of a more silent and lethal nature. The deadlock was broken by the reappearance of another long-lost clan, for the assassin adepts of Clan Eshin had finally returned to the Great Under Empire. The black-clad assassins of Clan Eshin pledged their allegiance wholly to the Council of 13, bringing with them offerings and gifts, among which were the heads of warlords, chieftains, and plague lords that dared to overthrow their holy dominance. The council wasted no time in putting the clan's skillful assassins to good use, killing off warlords and powerful leaders to further disrupt their enemies' war effort. Soon, support for the clan began to erode, and slowly but surely it became clear that Clan Pestilence was losing this war. Realizing that their position was becoming untenable, the Plague Lords requested a parley with the council and a cease to the fighting. The council reluctantly agreed, and Lord Nurglich made his way towards the capital city of SKAVEN Blight. After surviving several assassination attempts on his way to the city, Nurglich abased himself before the great temple of the Horned Rat and unreservedly placed the resources of his clan at the disposal of the Council of 13. However, many within the council wanted him dead for the devastating civil war that he had brought upon the Under Empire and called for his execution. Nurglich anticipated this, and to further his point, he revealed to the whole council a single small vial. With fanatical eyes, he told them that he was carrying a vial of yellow skull fever, one of Clan Pestilence's most virulent diseases, and any further attempts at his life would leave him no other choice but to release the contagion there and now upon the very heart of Skavendom itself. Swallowing their pride, the council welcomed their long-lost brethren back with open arms, and Archplague Lord Nurglich earned the right to a trial by combat against one of the Council of 13. Though it was a near thing, the Plague Lord used a poisonous bite to defeat his opponent, Lord Vask, the most vulnerable member within the council chamber, in single combat. With that deed, Clan Pestilence cemented their place within the Under Empire.